Hello, welcome to Slope Remix. In other words, you will be able to find the missing coordinate, or 2 or 3 or 4, when given the slope and one coordinate. So here are the steps laid out for you. Number 1, you're going to plot the given ordered pair. And just a reminder that X means side to side, and then Y means up and down. So you're moving across the x-axis first, and then the Y. So plot the given points, or the given ordered pair. Number 2, go up and down the amount in the slope's numerator. So whatever that slope is, you're going up and down that amount. After you do that, you're going to go left to right, the amount in the slope's denominator. There isn't a designated you go left or you go right. It's whatever is going to make your line positive if your slope is positive, or negative if your slope is negative. So you need to be careful to make that point fit with what kind of a line you need. Step number 4, you're going to put a dot in that spot. Again, you want to double check to make sure that after you have those 2 dots, that the line is positive if it's supposed to be positive, or negative if the slope is negative. That's a huge reminder, because that's where you're going to go wrong if you do. Number 5, connect the 2 dots with a straight edge. Pretty simple. And then last but not least, you can repeat steps 2 through 5 to add more points on your line. Now that we have talked about all the steps, we are going to actually go through them together. Here you're given a point 3, -5, and the slope is 2/3. One thing to keep in mind, just a reminder, your point is always written xy. Okay, so I start at the origin, which is here, and then I'm going to move to where the x is 3, which is 1, 2, 3 right here, and then to where the y is -5, which is down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to put a point there. And now that I've plotted that point that I've been given, I'm going to use my slope. So 2/3 y over x, which means I'm going up and down first. So from that point, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then over 3. And I have to pick whether I'm going to go to the left 3 or to the right 3, and this is where you keep in mind what you want. Your slope is positive here, so it's kind of like a trial and error thing. So I'm going to try going to the right, 1, 2, 3, and I'll put a point there. And now I can see for sure that would make my line positive, so that I know that it matches my slope. I'm good, I can connect that line. And then I can even plot more points. I can keep going, so up 2 over 3. Now that's off the grid, but it would be something like that. I can also reverse it, and instead of going up and to the right 3, you can go down 2 and to the left 3, and that will give you another point as well. So there are lots of points that you can plot just by starting at a point and then going for your slope. Now we're going to do the next one. Here we have the point -6, -1, and our slope is -1/5. So we're going to plot our point first. So I start at the origin, and I go x to the -6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down to -1. That's where I'm going to plot my point. And then my slope is -1/5, so I'm going to go down 1 and over 5. And if I count that, 1, 2, 3, it's going to end up over here. And now I want to check to make sure I did that right, to make sure my slope matches the directionality of my line. And I do have a negative line, and my slope is negative, so I know that I did that right. And I can continue this pattern of going down 1 and over 5. off just a little bit. You want to make sure you're counting carefully too, because that matters. Oh, I can't get it right. There we go. That's 5. I can't count. And I can do that again, except for I'm going to run out of room. Same thing, if I wanted to back it up a little bit more, I could go up 1 and to the left 5. Now, obviously, that's going to run me off the grid here, but it's possible for when those work out better. And the last one we need to do is the point -1, with a slope of 0. So here's kind of your special case. You're going to plot that point first, which is all the way up here. And then find the slope. The slope is 0, which means, if you remember from earlier, that's 0 over 1. And y isn't changing at all, and x is moving once. So I can plot this point by going up 0 and then over 1. And I can go to the left or to the right, it doesn't matter. But I know that I have, because my slope is 0, I know that it is a horizontal line with a flat line, slope of 0. So that's what my graph will look like there. Your turn. The point is -4, 2, and the slope is 3/2. Please graph this on your paper and then check in with me when you're done. Alright, your graph should look like this, and you can check all of those coordinates to make sure they match yours. I did more than 1 point, and it's fine if you didn't, but those are your options. Please make sure that your slope is increasing. That is very important. Right, please write your favorite ice cream flavor on the front of your notes in that little square box that sometimes says complete stamp, sometimes it's blank. Please just write it kind of small. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Thanks for watching.